And this is what I do know for sure. When something this major happens, when you have the fallout, 50 women coming forward, that it's a watershed moment.
The FBI has uncovered a shocking connection that ties Oprah Winfrey to Diddy's ongoing legal troubles, leaving Hollywood in shock. This revelation casts a dark shadow over Winfrey, a woman once hailed as an untouchable icon, admired for her immense power and influence. Allegations of trafficking and exploitation that have plagued Diddy now seem to implicate Oprah as well. For years, whispers have circulated about the true nature of Oprah, suggesting there's more beneath her warm, charitable exterior than meets the eye. Could this be the turning point that brings down one of the most powerful figures in entertainment? Let's take a closer look and see what comes next. To fully grasp why some view Oprah Winfrey in a different light, we must first explore a few key details. Even before the storm of accusations began, she faced criticism as a notorious bully, contradicting the image of kindness and generosity she has carefully crafted in the public eye. One incident that reignited the firestorm around Oprah Winfrey was a resurfaced interview with the Olsen twins, which exposed her invasive and cold demeanor, especially considering the twins were mere teenagers at the time. During the interview, Oprah relentlessly pushed them on delicate issues like their body image, leaving many viewers feeling deeply uncomfortable. "Yeah, you know people are going to write what they want to write," one of the twins responded, seemingly trying to deflect the criticism. "We try not to read the good or the bad because it just kind of comes with the territory. You know, either you're too fat, you're too skinny, and people are just going to write what they want." That moment gained even more terrible when, later that same year, Mary-Kate Olsen sought treatment for an eating disorder. The raw discomfort on both sisters' faces spoke volumes, making Oprah's laughter seem not only tone-deaf, but completely disconnected from the reality of the situation. Monique, the fiercely outspoken actress, has accused both Tyler Perry and Oprah Winfrey of blackballing her in Hollywood. Her allegations gained even more weight when Perry openly admitted to blocking her from key roles. Monique even claimed that Oprah had stolen roles originally intended for her, but the true breaking point in Monique's relationship with Oprah came when the talk show host invited Monique's family, including the brother who had sexually assaulted her, onto her show without prior consultation. Monique found out about it only just before the episode aired, leaving her blindsided and feeling utterly betrayed. "I felt an obligation to let Oprah know how I really felt," Monique said. "This is why I have a problem with her. It's still there, and until she publicly apologizes to me, it will remain with me for the rest of my life. What she did was malicious and intentional. It was ugly." When asked what she would say to Oprah if she were watching, Monique responded, "Oprah, you know what you need to do. Stop hiding behind what you call negative comments. You keep saying, 'Oh, I don't even deal with things like that.' But people are beginning to see you for who you really are. Let them know what you said." But Monique was quick to clarify her stance. "What my husband taught me long ago is that an apology isn't something you just give because someone else demands it. It has to come from a genuine place," she explained. "Oprah, I do believe you did something wrong," she continued, her voice firm. "You intentionally brought my parents on your show without even informing me. Was that for the ratings? It honestly felt like you were exploiting the situation. Were you just using me?" In the glittering world of Hollywood, some women truly embody the power of resilience and strength. That night, Regina King and Angela Bassett were both in attendance, but beneath the surface of their camaraderie, a darker connection loomed, one that tied them all to the notorious Harvey Weinstein. While many actresses have bravely spoken out about the pervasive issue of sexual assault in the industry, a closer look at their relationships reveals a more complicated story. Take Angela Bassett, for example. Widely praised for her poignant Oscar speeches that address the struggles women face with sexual violence, she's also faced scrutiny over her long history of working with Weinstein. Critics have questioned her silence about his actions during their time together, especially as she reframed the issue as a watershed moment without ever directly naming Weinstein. The repercussions of the Weinstein scandal, with over 50 women coming forward, marked a seismic shift in the industry. This isn't merely a personal issue, it's a collective reckoning. Many women in Hollywood are now confronting a flood of repressed emotions, pain, anger, guilt, and years of suffering that have been buried for far too long. Just recently on set, she encountered actresses who, after working non-stop for days, showed signs of severe exhaustion. As she spoke with them, it became clear they were dealing with symptoms that mirrored PTSD. "I came to realize that everyone has a story," she reflected. "This is a turning point. If we focus only on Harvey Weinstein, we risk missing the bigger picture. This isn't about just one man. It's about a widespread culture that has kept women silent across every industry. So many women have spent their careers trapped in a disease-to-please mindset, thinking they must grin and bear the discomfort, dismiss inappropriate comments, and turn a blind eye to unwanted advances just to keep their jobs or climb the ladder." Just days after Oprah expressed her support for the victims in the wake of the Weinstein allegations, singer Seal took to Instagram with a striking post that encapsulated the growing scrutiny of Oprah's past connections. In his post, Seal shared a meme that featured a photo of Oprah sharing a kiss with Weinstein, accompanied by a biting caption, "When you've been part of the problem for decades, but suddenly they all think you are the solution." This moment struck a chord, challenging the narrative that Oprah, long seen as a voice for the oppressed, could simultaneously be tied to the very issues she claims to fight against. Seal didn't stop there. He continued to highlight Oprah's past association with Weinstein. "Please welcome Seal, the 54-year-old who's been on Oprah's show," he quipped, underscoring the irony of their relationship. "Oh, I forgot. You'd heard the rumors, but had no idea he was serially assaulting young starry-eyed actresses? My bad." Rose McGowan, the actress who was among the first to speak out against Harvey Weinstein, has recently turned her attention to Oprah Winfrey, accusing her of abandoning sexual abuse victims. McGowan didn't mince words, calling Oprah as fake as they come. In a sharply worded tweet, Rose called out Oprah for her ties to controversial figures. From being pals with Harvey Weinstein to abandoning and destroying Russell Simmons' victims, she is all about supporting a sick power structure for personal gain. She is as fake as they come. For context, music producer Russell Simmons has faced rape accusations from at least 15 women. Last year, Oprah withdrew from a documentary aimed at exposing these allegations, reportedly due to disagreements with the filmmakers. When it comes to her former friendship with Harvey Weinstein, Oprah has insisted that she was completely unaware of the sexual assault accusations against him. She admitted that while she knew Weinstein had a reputation for being a bully, she had no idea about the full extent of his actions. Let's not forget Kevin Hart, an old friend of Diddy's who shares strong ties with both Oprah and Tyler Perry. Hart once even said Oprah loves him more than anyone else in the world. It's clear this group has deep connections. Hart even appeared in that infamous video where Diddy jokingly mentioned how he and the singer fight over Frosted Flakes. But something that really sticks with me is the situation with Justin Bieber. Remember that video with Kevin Hart? It's uncomfortable because Hart makes a joke about waking up next to Bieber, only to quickly shift the conversation to say they'd just be fighting over Frosted Flakes. You can feel the awkwardness in Hart's voice. It's strange to think about him admitting to sharing a bed with someone so much younger. It's frustrating to see these uncomfortable moments dismissed with laughter when they clearly deserve more serious attention. The atmosphere was light and playful, as Kevin Hart reflected on his long friendship with Diddy. He joked that Diddy looked like he had just stepped off a plane from a guard stage. "That's my brother right there," Hart said, reminiscing. "We go way back, to when he was just 10, and I was a little older. We literally fought over the Frosted Flakes. We didn't even have the word pause back then." Kevin laughed as he remembered their childhood battles for the cereal each morning. He'd wake up early just to get to them first. Now look at him. He's one of the richest men in the world. But seriously, what just came out of Puff's mouth? Nobody's going to talk about how he said we used to wrestle over Frosted Flakes while we're streaming live? That was just ridiculous. As the jokes continued to flow, Kevin couldn't help but point out the eerie timing surrounding Diddy's recent legal troubles. Hey, did you catch that I shut down all my restaurants just days before Diddy got arrested? People are really starting to talk about that, he said, clearly aware of the rumors swirling. For those who don't know, I closed all 4 of my successful vegan spots in California after just 2 years, and they were killing it. Even Kim Kardashian was tweeting about how amazing my meatless burgers were. So yeah, that's definitely something worth thinking about. Meanwhile, the PBD podcast has been digging deep into the shocking details surrounding Diddy's arrest, diving into tapes that may contain damning evidence of his involvement in serious criminal activities. As federal investigations heat up, there are growing rumors that these tapes could expose other high-profile figures alongside Diddy, sending shockwaves through Hollywood. Many are left wondering just how far this web of misconduct stretches and which other powerful names might be caught up in the fallout. The podcast emphasizes the severity of the situation, suggesting that these tapes could change the landscape of the music and entertainment industries. Listeners are left questioning whether these revelations could topple even bigger stars. To add fuel to the fire, a new lawsuit is set to name not only Diddy, but also other alleged accomplices involved in the scandal. Attorney Tony Busby, who represents the victims, has promised explosive revelations, stating that the upcoming lawsuits will reveal more than just Sean Combs' name. He warned that the list will be jaw-dropping. The day will come when we reveal other names, he said, stressing that many powerful figures are entangled. Busby made it clear, we're going to make damn sure we're right before we do that. He also revealed that the lawsuit will include allegations dating back to 1991 involving disturbing claims of sexual abuse, some of the youngest victims being just 9 years old. These accusations are part of a sprawling scandal with over 120 accusers, both male and female, who have come forward with stories of physical abuse, trafficking, and manipulation over several decades. The alleged abuse took place during events like auditions at Bad Boy Records, where minors were reportedly promised record deals in exchange for their silence. This explosive revelation has stunned the public and sparked serious alarm about the unchecked power that Diddy and his associates have held over the entertainment industry for decades. We are now representing 120 individuals preparing to file civil claims against Sean Combs, one attorney revealed. While the attorney acknowledged the shocking ages of the victims at the time of the alleged incidents, they chose to emphasize a different point. What's crucial here is that the youngest victim when this abuse took place was just 9 years old. We have people who were 14 and 15. In fact, 25 of the 120 plaintiffs were minors. These incidents span an extensive time frame, from 1991 all the way to 2024. The sheer number of alleged victims paints a staggering picture of over 25 years of abuse. For years, Oprah Winfrey's enormous influence in Hollywood has been a topic of quiet fear. Her power stretches far beyond the realm of daytime television, with numerous insiders claiming she has the ability to shape or shatter careers with the snap of her fingers. This fear has created a culture of silence. People avoid speaking out, cancel interviews, and steer clear of anything that might anger Oprah, who wants to find themselves on the wrong side of such a towering figure in Hollywood. The same can be said for other titans like Tyler Perry and Steve Harvey. As the scrutiny surrounding Diddy grows, so does the speculation about Oprah's role in this tightly knit web of Hollywood power. Despite the years of circulating allegations, her influence has largely shielded her from facing any real legal ramifications. In another shocking case, a self-proclaimed spiritual healer, known for channeling the spirits of doctors and saints, performed surgeries on women and girls using only his bare hands and scissors. John of God, as he became known, not only assaulted hundreds of victims, ranging from 9 to 67 years old, but also victimized his own family, including his daughter and granddaughter. To make matters worse, he was implicated in a scheme where he sold newborns to childless couples for $50,000, all while maintaining a facade of being a spiritual healer to countless celebrities. Hollywood has long been a breeding ground for scandals and exploitation, frequently involving some of its most powerful and influential figures. Diddy's case is just the latest in a pattern of allegations against those accused of using their power to manipulate, deceive, and take advantage of others. In the glamorous world of Hollywood, where appearances can be deceiving, caution is everything. A group of insiders, returning from an extravagant event, had a story to share that would leave anyone stunned. As they sat down, one of them whispered, "You won't believe what we saw." When pressed for more details, the response came. "We witnessed so-and-so, a major star, and another huge name, acting inappropriately at a party." Bewildered, someone asked, "What do you mean by chicken hawking?" The others burst into laughter, one of them teasing, "He's white. He doesn't get it." In this context, chicken hawking referred to older men pursuing young boys and transvestites in a predatory manner. On his podcast, Joe Rogan delved into Oprah's overwhelming influence over the industry, claiming that she has the power to shape public narratives and silence anyone who dares to challenge her. Rumors have long swirled about her possible involvement in Diddy's criminal activities, but until now, nothing concrete has emerged. Yet these whispers hint at a wider network of powerful figures who have abused their influence for personal gain. Federal authorities have now connected Oprah to the Diddy case, implicating her in the shocking allegations of human trafficking. In what many see as a last-ditch effort to escape scrutiny, reports suggest that Oprah tried to overdose. Her close friend, Gayle King, revealed that Oprah is currently hospitalized, sparking speculation that this could be a move to avoid facing the mounting legal threats against her. Meanwhile, Oprah's PR team has been working overtime, insisting that her hospitalization is due to complications from a weight loss drug called OIC. But disturbing reports have surfaced, alleging that Oprah was involved in a horrific scheme to harvest children in Hawaii, supposedly for their anti-aging properties. The rumor mill now churns with the possibility that Oprah could leave the hospital with a permanent disability, which could silence her on the accusations of trafficking children from her African school and exploiting kids in Hawaii for the benefit of powerful elites. As Diddy faces the consequences of his actions, many wonder if the long-standing allegations against Oprah will finally come to light. For child victims, the reality is even more heart-wrenching. Often they are targeted by someone they know, someone they might admire, respect, or even love. In cases like this, the predator is often someone within their trusted circle. The confusion surrounding abuse is especially deep for children. Years ago, when this issue was first raised, it was quickly dismissed as an exaggeration. People clung to the more obvious images of assault, like being violently thrown against a wall. But the truth is much darker and more subtle. As one individual insisted for years, if an abuser knows what they're doing, their actions can slip under the radar. The victim may find themselves caught in the situation without even realizing it, believing they are somehow complicit in what's happening. The truth is often shrouded in secrecy in Hollywood, with whispers of wrongdoing circulating for years, despite public denials. The industry's darkest corners are veiled by rumors, where even without direct accusations of sexual abuse, there's a lingering sense that something deeply inappropriate is at play. In one shocking incident, John Samuel acted swiftly upon hearing allegations against Tiny Mulo, removing him from the campus without hesitation. The news reverberated through the community, leaving many in disbelief and shaken to their core. Within just an hour, one person reached out to Dr. Bruce Perry, the founder of the Child Trauma Academy in Houston, Texas, for guidance. Dr. Perry clarified that U.S. law requires reporting any suspicion of child abuse to Child Protective Services, adding that it would be crucial to check if similar laws exist in South Africa. This prompted immediate action, sparking further investigations. Meanwhile, an attorney connected to the Diddy case hinted that more high-profile figures could be drawn into the scandal, though their identities remain closely guarded. The revelation has rocked Hollywood, igniting fears that exposing these individuals could send shockwaves through the industry with irreversible consequences. Despite inevitable distractions and false claims from those with hidden agendas, the focus remains on sorting through credible accusations. Currently, the team represents around 120 individuals from 25 different states, each bringing forward allegations of misconduct that span over 25 years. This is not a new issue. Stories have long circulated of people being flown in for exclusive parties, lured by promises of wealth and status, only to be paid cash to attend these events. Many were approached in clubs, concerts, or even on the street, with invitations to these sordid gatherings. Even more disturbing is the involvement of young, aspiring artists eager to make their names in the entertainment world, often enticed by the illusion of stardom. The attorney has referred to the evidence as damning, hinting that it could obliterate careers and destroy reputations if it were ever made public. When the topic of an open relationship arises, it's hard to avoid the inevitable connection to a couple's sex life, suggesting a dynamic that is anything but conventional. Numerous sources have confirmed that Will Smith and Jada Pinkett Smith are living proof of such an arrangement. Jada herself has been open about their lifestyle, revealing that they engage in threesomes with various celebrities, even naming some of them in her book. However, when it comes to confronting Will about it, that's a different story, something he's not inclined to address. The situation with Jamie Foxx, on the other hand, sparks a different level of curiosity. There's a palpable sense of intrigue surrounding his involvement, prompting a search for more details. "Can you pull that up for me?" he eagerly asked, ready to share what he had uncovered. "I want to show you something, but first, who's this from?" he inquired, deepening the mystery. While everything is constantly in turmoil, Oprah Winfrey's African School, once hailed as a groundbreaking educational initiative, has not escaped controversy. Over time, it has been embroiled in allegations of mistreatment and misconduct, raising questions about Oprah's level of involvement and oversight. She personally handpicked the students, and many are now questioning the incidents that have surfaced since the school's opening. Oprah's vision for girls' education in South Africa was ambitious, deeply personal, and filled with resolve. "I'm going to travel village to village personally, with a team, to pull young girls out of their homes. Girls who would never have dreamed of getting an education," she declared, determined to offer these young women a chance to attend her school and rise as leaders in their communities. In many parts of Africa, being a girl means facing oppression, but Oprah was determined to break that cycle. "I'm building this girls' academy one brick at a time," she said, her words filled with passion. When asked if her idea was solely her own or influenced by successful programs elsewhere, Oprah answered confidently, "It's all my idea. I believe that education is freedom. It saved my life, and I want to use that to save others. That's my contribution." Her conviction was unwavering, and her dedication left listeners in awe. "I can't believe you're this serious," one person responded, nearly speechless. "It's tremendous. God bless you for doing that. Thank you for being so dedicated." However, this bold new initiative quickly became mired in controversy. As Diddy's arrest intensifies scrutiny of the actions of powerful figures in the entertainment world, whispers of Oprah Winfrey's 2007 initiative come rushing back into the spotlight. That year, Oprah launched an exclusive boarding school in South Africa, featuring lavish amenities like salons and gyms. Yet, behind the gleaming walls, troubling allegations began to emerge, suggesting that the school might have served a darker purpose. Reports soon surfaced claiming that the girls chosen to attend the prestigious academy, many selected for their physical attributes, were allegedly being groomed for sinister circumstances. It wasn't long before whispers of mistreatment began to circulate, with some suggesting that an employee had been involved in inappropriate conduct, perhaps preparing these young girls for future exploitation. As the allegations gained traction, authorities stepped in. The employee at the center of the accusations faced multiple charges related to misconduct, and investigations pointed to the disturbing possibility that some of the girls were systematically targeted. Oprah vowed to investigate, but after her internal review, the employee was cleared of all wrongdoing, fueling speculation that an attempt was made to cover up the troubling events. The storm of controversy only intensified when the heartbreaking discovery of a newborn baby found unresponsive on the school grounds further ignited rumors of nefarious activities connected to the institution. Comedian Trevor Noah, known for his wit, didn't shy away from using humor to highlight the unsettling realities surrounding Oprah's school. He cleverly remarked on how Oprah arrived in her private jet to build what became the most expensive school in Africa with a staggering $50 million investment. Boasting state-of-the-art facilities, computers, and equipment, it seemed like a dream on the surface, though not everything was as flawless as it appeared, particularly when it came to the staff. Noah didn't hold back, humorously shedding light on the scandals that have dogged Oprah's school. He teased that Oprah might not have been the best at reading people when hiring staff. Joking about the shocking incidents reported at the school, where students faced extreme punishments for minor infractions, he quipped, "Mavis, did you do your homework? No? Well, then you're going to get a consequence." He emphasized how these bizarre situations seemed to be all too frequent. With Oprah's name stamped on the institution, it felt like everyone involved was held to an impossible standard. The shocking revelations surrounding the school have sent shockwaves through the public, raising deep concerns about the unchecked power Oprah and her circle command within the entertainment world. While there are whispers about missing students, no concrete evidence has been found to back up these claims. Nevertheless, the troubling reports, from recent allegations to the horrifying discovery of a newborn found among students' belongings, have definitely raised eyebrows and left many uneasy about the atmosphere within Oprah's institution. In the midst of this storm, Diddy's arrest has emboldened others to question the once untouchable elite. As the shield around these influential figures starts to crack, there's a growing sense that even someone as powerful as Oprah is no longer immune to scrutiny. Noah raised a point that struck a nerve. Where are those girls who graduated from your all-girls school in Africa? Why isn't anyone talking about this? His frustration was clear as he highlighted the silence surrounding such pressing matters. As the conversation unfolded, Noah urged the public to continue digging and sharing information. The fate of the girls from Oprah's school shouldn't be swept under the rug, and he stressed the importance of exposing the truth. With the conversation gaining traction, there's hope that the real story will come to light soon. And that's all for this video. Thanks for tuning in. I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.